Yo, what's up? It's Patrick from Guy in the Cube. Been traveling a little bit, going to conferences, and everybody's so curious about Fabric. And I've been running into these people that do a lot with Spark, and they're like, Patrick, I want to use Fabric, but it creates this starter pool. When we create our workspace, I want to create a custom pool and make it the default Spark pool when anyone uses that workspace. How do you do it? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you. So you know what I like to do. Enough of all this talking. Let's do what? Let's head over to my laptop. All right, so I created this workspace called Custom Pools and Environments. And what you want to do is you go to Workspace Settings and you choose Data Engineering and you click Spark Settings. And what you'll see is when you initially create the workspace, you have this starter pool. It is memory optimized, has a medium node size and 1 to 10 nodes that can be created. There's some environments. You can set up high concurrency and automatic log. We'll talk about those in other videos. And for now, we're going to disable custom compute configurations for items. The reason we're doing that is we're going to create this workspace and we're going to say, hey, anything that uses the Spark pool in this workspace, a notebook or a Spark job definition will use this particular pool that we create. All right. So what you do is you go to, the data engineering /science section and choose Spark settings, click the drop down where it says start a pool and choose new pool. And we're gonna give it a name. So we're gonna call this development because this will be our development workspace in the node family, right? The only option we have right now is memory optimized. And then you'll see the node size. There's multiple node sizes. And so we say, for development, we only want to use medium, and then we can enable auto scale. We can disable auto scale. We want to enable it because our developers, if they're doing some work, want it to automatically scale. The minimum node size that we want is 1, and then the maximum, right? Let's just say, give us all of them. They refer to the nodes in the cluster that runs the computations and store the data, in your pool. So we're going to let it take as many as it wants in development. And then you can dynamically allocate executors. And so we'll say enable allocate. And these executors are a process that runs on a worker node in a Spark cluster and is responsible for executing the tasks on those nodes. So the more executors you have, the more things that can execute in parallel. And so we're going to choose create and click create and click save. Once you do that, make sure that you choose that one for the workspace pools. And so I'm going to choose development. And now if I create a notebook, Spark job definition, anything that I create that leverages Spark will run using that particular pool. And so if I, go away from this workspace and then I come back to it. So let's come back to my custom pools and environment. And then we go back to our workspace settings here. And then we go to data engineering. You'll see that's our default pool. I love how the Fabric team makes it just a few clicks away from our fingertips. It's just all about learning the clicks. All right, what do you think? Okay, questions, comments, you know what to do. Post it in the comments below. If you want to know more about Fabric, take a look at the playlist that's flying over my head. And as always, from Adam and myself, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.